Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, to my video, whatever, however you want to look at it. I woke up like really slowly this morning. I'm still mentally getting prepared for losing my vehicle, one of them. Of course I have another one and I'm thankful for that, don't get me wrong. But it was a car that I did not want, that was chose for me. And there's a history with it. I had it when I went through a divorce from the man who chose it for me. It's a good car. It now has a couple of dings in it, not big and major, just a couple. But I think with the mentality I have right now of having one taken from me, which will be considered a repossession, for being on my own for 3 years, after going through a lot of emotional damage. For 3 years, I have built things for myself. Not like built with hammer and nail. Built as in, was very independent. I got this vehicle, I chose it, I paid for it, not in full, of course. I had my own apartment, and then my medical bills kicked in, and then it was like a chain reaction from there. So I woke up really slow this morning with all that coming to mind immediately. And knowing that by the end of this month, my Durango will be gone, and it's kind of sad to me. And yet again, I do know and I'm aware that it's just a material object. It can be replaced. But then is there going to be a repo? So there goes my credit score that I had built up personally by myself, and I built it pretty high. But now it's going to be knocked down. But then I look at it as I am now disabled. In more ways than one now. And the credit score is not going to mean anything. Because I can't purchase anything that needs a credit score. Now I will add also that when and if my YouTube takes off, I will repair that. I will fix everything once again. And hopefully lead a happy life. And don't get me wrong, I know that you can have a happy life in any circumstance. I'm fully aware. But I think that all of us go through difficult times, have to go through it, have to heal that pain, and then go on. It's like a death, actually. Especially if you came out of a bad situation, built yourself up, and you're like, this is the highest I've ever been, and I did it by myself. Knowing that I'm going to be knocked back down, that to me, that's painful, because my life has been difficult, and no, universe, don't listen to me. I will be there again. I have faith in that. Just going through these steps is going to be very hard. I almost cried twice today. And I know it sounds silly. It sounds silly to me personally, but I have to go through that process. Everybody does. Unless you're just used to going through these processes all the time and you're used to it then. But I was at the point in my life where I was happy and alone and done everything by myself. Now I'm dependent. I'm losing a vehicle. I will share my other vehicle with my daughter, of course, and I plan on talking to her tomorrow about it, in which she's okay with that, I know, because she's got an other car, and I mentioned that before, it's a piece of crap, which is why I gave her my other car. I'm kind of glad that I'm not live, because I keep pausing, and I keep thinking, and just trying to go through the motions. I can't even describe the emotion that I'm feeling right now. I think it's a letdown. But no, I think my higher self just said no. It's so weird how I get information like that. It's a lesson. I'm going through a lesson. That's what was just said to me. It is a lesson. And what do we do with lessons? We always choose the best outcome, and we have to learn that lesson. And of course, I'll be taking you guys with me. It's going to be a crazy ride, I'm sure. One good thing about me not working is I can do a video whenever I want. I can do a live whenever I want. I still have a hard time with talking to a phone or a camera live or at all, and people listening to me. I don't know why. That's so strange to me. I know I'm not the only one because I hear of other YouTubers talk about it. I plan on fixing that problem. I plan on doing lives. I don't care if people's going to hear me or not. I have to get over that, because when I travel, I will be probably doing lives. Well, yes and no, I guess. I know there's going to be certain lives that I won't be able to do in certain circumstances, I guess. I am trying to be positive in every way. I just have to go through these steps. And I keep telling myself, I just have to go through these steps, and how I come out of this situation is what matters in every aspect in your life. Even, I'm just watching this car turn, and I think my higher self was saying at the same time I was talking, just like this guy cutting in front of me. Well, he's not cutting. I'm parked at Walmart in a lane, and you're not supposed to cut through a lane to get to the other side. You're supposed to go all the way around. And he cut through the lane, got in front of me, went around. And my higher self said, just like this guy, whatever he's doing at that moment is going to be a lesson. And if a car was coming the opposite direction, that would have been his lesson. Don't do that again. Maybe something happened down the lane. I don't know. Maybe his higher self was like, you're not supposed to be doing this. For those of you who do not know, and I say this all the time because there's been people saying, I've never heard of anybody going through this. You're my first. So I had that in the back of my mind, that there's going to be newbies on here that doesn't even know what I'm talking about. But your higher self is your soul. And me saying that out loud is so strange, to sit here and try to warp your mind around what I'm fixing to say. But it's like you're trying to fit this in your mind, in your brain, even doing a mental diagram and all this. But it's like your higher self, your soul, can be any size it chooses, whether it be an orb or human size or just a light beam. But we have our earth self too. And it's like that we're the robot and our higher self is the person controlling this body. It's also funny because our body has its own mind and its own voice, its own thoughts and actions. And it's just like our higher self is just going for the ride. But then how do we learn lessons? Why does our soul, I wouldn't say become in trouble. How does our soul learn things when it's not them going through these steps? Although they guide us, they send us messages, so on and so forth. But it's like, wait a second. Although I'm an earth being with a higher self, of course, if I'm doing everything right and the way it's supposed to be, and I'm doing everything in the best way I can, then why isn't my human self getting the credit? Why is my why is my soul getting the credit? Why? I don't understand. Your soul is learning through the earth body. I think this is being channeled to me. Although your soul is going through its ride, it's taking notes. It's like a school for the soul, and it's learning through the earth body. If our earth body makes a mistake, then your soul's like, check, don't do that. Check, don't do that either. It's going for a ride. So when our earth body gives out and we cross over, our soul comes out and was like, I learned a lot from her. All of that was channeled. It wasn't intense. It was educational. I feel like when I'm saying things that I know nothing about, things are coming out of me. It's my higher self explaining things to you also. Okay, here's something else that they're saying is Earth is a school. This is why we have lessons in every single thing that we do here. And our soul comes here for many reasons. To learn lessons, because it's a school, learn by our mistakes, and progress. And I was going to say something else, and I think it was either taken away or I forgot. But I wouldn't think that the things I say, or being channeled, I should say, wouldn't be forgotten mid-sentence. Oh, okay. Our soul comes here for a reason of learning things, doing things, seeing things that our human body is doing. I just had a thought interrupt. I don't know if it was a thought or a message, because I'm sitting here talking about that, and I'm like, but I want to go here, I want to go there, I want to do this, I want to do that, and these things that I want to do are very, very educational, as in, how can I manipulate energy? Although my soul already knows that, but I want to know that. I want to experience that. I feel like I can go further in the things that I need and want to do in this life. So is this life actually mine? Or is this life actually my soul's? Because our soul picks this life. Our soul, this is making total sense. Thank you. Our soul makes these contracts. You're going to go here on this day. You're going to go there on this day. You're going to eat this, you're going to see that, you're going to smell that. You know, we chart out our life, soul, energy, our soul contract. Sorry. That was like a huge information exchange quickly. But our soul already maps this out. And this is what's puzzling me. Yes, our soul maps our life out here on earth. So are we going for the lesson? Are they going through the lesson? Are we both going through the lesson and we're going to see who wins? I don't know. I feel like, now I'm saying all this out loud, I feel like my soul is like, we're not going to go to any paradise places while we are here. But my human self is like begging, I want to go. Bali is one of my main places I want to go. I want to go to Bali. Why did my soul say no? And why do I have to go with what my soul said? Doesn't my earth body want to do this also? My earth body has its own mind, so why not? Can I not do what I want to do as an earth soul? And then my soul do what it wants to do? Why and how is this fair? I don't understand. Because see, now I feel like I'm just a body with a mind who has thoughts and processes and such. But her soul already mapped out our whole entire life here and our experiences. So who's going along for the ride, us or them? That's very interesting. I think like this quite a bit. And sometimes I drive myself mad. So guys, I'm at Walmart. I don't know if you can tell. No, I didn't tell you I was at Walmart. But I'm going to end this here. I love you guys tremendously. And I'm going to send each and every one of you love, light, and peace. Bye.